Grant,
Hmm.
next subject. Pull up something for you.
All right.
Grant, why do all AAA Western, I would say, AAA protagonists, why do they look the same?
Like frail and pasty.
Well, like they go with one thing for like let's bring up this touchy subject for African American protagonists. They go with one thing, Grant.
The hairstyle. They give them the yep. Yep. I was about to say it. Good. Yep. They all have. Yep. You're right. That's what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I was
That
thinking
is the go-to hairstyle.
they give them the Killmonger hairstyle. Exactly.
Before I was looking up stuff about this subject to kind of pull up, I was watching some streamers and stuff like that. Some prominent black streamers,
Mm-hmm.
and they talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
Like you have some guys that have hundreds of thousands. Some one of the guys had like 1 million subs.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, they're complaining about this.
Yeah.
And game devs, some pasty white game dev comes up with these designs. But why do they go with this haircut? Like this is the default haircut for a black game character.
I don't know. I have no idea.
If a Western studio is going to create a black game character, they're going to have this haircut.
Correct. Exactly.
So why I don't understand.
Or I got an idea. How about you actually consult some African American creators?
Like, why do they do the highlight thing too? You see this orange highlight up top, and then at the bottom right, there's more little orange highlights. Like, what is that?
Right. I mean, I know that's a style, but I mean, but it's the same hair. It's basically it's the same hairstyle, but there's more. I mean, I don't know. I think they think black people have one hairstyle. That's not true. Like,
but it's not even that, man. Let's talk about something else. Let me bring this up. 1 second.
All right. And he's back.
I'm back. All right. Let me bring this up.
All right.
Let me bring this up, buddy. Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Why is it that... All right, so there's another common denominator in, why do all... sometimes they don't look the same, right?
Yeah.
The characters. But there's another common denominator with Western AAA companies is the motion capture of original actresses into the video game character.
Correct. They
can't do it.
It's like
they all look terrible.
And
for some reason,
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird because it's like they'll take the motion capture and they're like, all right, now we got to remove all the makeup and make her as ugly as fucking possible.
Well, it's not even that. Like, I mean, it's like they get the motion capture and then they edit the design. Well, they just completely change the look into something.
Editing is not the right word because editing would just be like, because when you edit something, you're making it better. They're fucking it up is what they're doing. Like they're destroying it. When I edit a photo, I'm trying to make it look better. I'm not trying to make it look worse.
But I mean, that's another common denominator with these Western AAA gaming studios when it comes to making protagonists in their games.
Yeah, they're all ugly as shit.
Motion capture. They do the motion capture and just make them look however they want. Look at
that one at the top, man. Like that girl's hot. And then what they turned her into was god awful.
Yep. And here's another one that I did.
Yeah.
This is Forbidden West or Horizon Forbidden West look on Alloy.
Yep.
She actually looks more different than she did from the original game in the new game.
Yep.
Anyway, that's the actress that they designed her after on the left.
Yep.
Now we're looking at Tides of Annihilation, Gwendolyn. That's just the voice actress on the right.
Yeah. And she looks hot.
But they obviously made the game character look like the voice actress.
Yeah.
I forget her name. English, Jennifer English, or Elizabeth English. I can't remember.
Why did they do that to Alloy? Why did they her facial features look nothing like that?
It's just a weird. But it's not just Horizon is just a weird it's a weird thing in Western Game Studios. Like just a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like we're not gooning over. I mean, like, but it's just a horrible move, like shift from the original to the motion capture actress to the game design character.
You're making them look worse on purpose.
Like you're purposely making them look a certain way.
You're making them look worse.
With the square jaw, the masculine features and stuff like that. Like there's something weird going on in Western Game Studios. Are they going to learn their lesson or for these games that are coming up? Obviously not, because Fable, geez,
oh my God.
You like saw that.
And that, that the one they did for that, she looks, well, from the photo I saw, fairly attractive.
And then a lot better than what the game character was.
And the game character looks like vomit. I mean, I don't know what else to say. It looks like alligator vomit. I don't know.
This subject is kind of breaking down. All right, there's AAA protagonists from Western Game Studios. They look the same a lot. That's when we talk about, the black characters, the black protagonists, that hairstyle.
Yep.
For every single character, they think that's the hairstyle for
black people. Weird. I don't understand.
That's very weird.
That's weird.
That is like the hairstyle for these protagonists. And then on the flip side, now you have the same thing from Western AAA protagonists when it comes to females, taking the original motion capture actress and just completely changing the in-game design.
Correct.
But then you look at the East, when it comes to motion capture, we talked about Wukong and a bunch of all these other Chinese games that are coming out. If you saw the actresses that they motion capture and then the in-game character design, there's hardly any difference besides, of course, the fantasy addition to them.
Yeah.
I bring up one before. It was the spider ladies inside Wukong.
Yeah.
I looked at the actresses for motion capture, and their faces are literally the same.
Yeah.
From real life into the game. Of course, adding the fantasy elements like some makeup and stuff, but that's it. But the design features are the same from the original actresses. But I mean, Eastern Studios are just how can they how is this so easy for them when it comes to motion capture?
Because they understand what a woman looks like. This person, look what they did to Aloy. They even gave her oily skin.
Like it's. I mean, it's just it's so wild, dude. It's a wild thing that is just a common aspect in their game.
Do they not think that women should be beautiful, or they think they should just be mid? Like, is it because they're mid who's designing it? They're like, I don't want her to be more
There's this weird culture going on right now. Yeah, it looks like a male hairline, 𝐼𝐸2 said. Yeah, it does. So there's this weird culture going on in Western studios that, like, adding masculine features to female protagonists inside games.
Yeah.
It's this weird concept that they have to do it, and they've been doing it here the last several years, like majorly. We haven't seen, and then, when you vice versa, or when you look at the other side, Eastern games, they just been doing the motion capture, and that is what they're getting, and that's what they put in the game. They make the character look very similar, if not exactly like the originating actress for the motion capture.
And, if people want to argue, well, they're not making them more masculine. Well, they're 100% definitely defeminizing them.
So are we going to just fucking sit here and lie about that?
Exactly.
I mean, are you going to sit here and be serious with a straight face that they are not making female protagonists in games more masculine?
Yeah.
All you do is have to Google. All you have to do is look at the original motion capture actress for the game, who the characters are modeled after, and can tell it is a common theme in Western games.
She can be hot and still be badass. I just got done playing the remake of Resident Evil 3, and Jill Valentine was hot and badass. What was wrong with that? Nothing.
And, then the other side of the coin here is, why do the female characters have to be sexing in the game? All right, so we're talking.
One sex sells, first of all.
Well, first off, we're talking through a business sense for the studio, right? For how they can sell their games and stop fucking shutting down a studio every damn day. To sell your games, Concord, and many others, to sell your games, you have to attract a player. Your majority of your player base is going to be male. What are you talking about? Women are gamers too. Yes, they are. But majority of your base is going to be male. It's just a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm.
No amount of, talking to me about like, well, women are in the gaming industry too. Women are players now. Yes, they are. But it's still majority male.
Yeah.
So for these studios, you have to attract a player base, or you have to attract customers to your product. One of the main things in your product is character design. So if you pretty much fuck the character design, you're pretty much just saying we don't want to sell our game because of our ideological, whatever.
Well,
whatever your background is, but let's just use common business sense and make attractive characters, appealing characters.
Well, let's say it like this, okay? Let me give it into terms that they understand. Since remember that time we got into how sex work is no big deal. Okay, so let me just put it in that aspect for you, since y'all agree with all that. No big deal. You have an OnlyFans model, right? She's smoking hot, big titties, nice ass, whatever. All right, versus a mid. She's chubby. She's got pink hair. She doesn't wear makeup. She probably doesn't shave. Whatever. Who you think is going to make more money?
Going with that, those jugs.
Exactly. I mean, it's common. I mean, it's just the common sense. Who's going to make more money? Oh, you're a gooner. Who gives a fuck? That's not the argument. The argument is that sex sells. Sexier is better. Always. No matter what it is.
But it's also, here's the other thing though. You don't have to make them like, like
voluptuous. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be all like that.
All sex appeal.
Yeah.
But you have to make them appealing.
Exactly.
And part of appealing is making them attractive, or at least good looking. And you can make that, like, dude, a perfect design was this 𝐬𝐿 from Tides of Annihilation.
Yeah.
Because she had such a strong, like, her aura in the game. Like, you saw the cutscenes of her look that she gives you. Like, I can kill you if I want to. But that aura is what the gamers want. They want because I don't want to put, like, dude, if God of War had this 100-pound twig fucking beta male, like beta Kratos.
Yeah.
And just had a squeaky voice.
Betos.
That game would not have fucking sold at all.
Yeah, it wouldn't have.
Men are like Kratos because he's the ultimate alpha male depiction.
Ed, do you think Magic Mike would have sold as well as if everybody was overweight and fat?
I'm telling you, dude.
Do you think? Do you think?
Don't admit it, though.
Exactly, it's two sides of the coin. Do you think? Because this is a true story. They used to have to put, and this is pretty fucking disgusting if you think about it. Overall, they had to put down 𝐵𝑠☏QUEEN. You know what 𝐵𝑠☏QUEEN is?
Yeah.
Like the seats at the theater for these shows, because these women would fucking play with themselves and shit in the theater. Like, do you think that would be happening if these guys were fat and fucking looked like their husbands at home? Like, no, it wouldn't.
Yeah,
they wouldn't.
But I just love these people, dude.
They're so hypocritical.
They get on social media and they just lie to themselves and they lie to people.
Yeah,
that a character design doesn't matter. Like,
exactly. These women, women who here's the thing is, these women, and trust me, we all know what they look like. We know what they look like. Have the audacity to want a 6 foot, 6 figure, 6 inch man. Like, you know what I mean? These are the ones that say, "Oh, he's got to be 6 foot." Well, you need to be under 180. How about that? like that's what I'm saying. Like, those are the women. Those are the women who have the counter argument. Oh, you're a gooner. Yeah, right.
I mean, listen. Y'all can disagree with these takes
true.
Right now,
it's true.
It's just the truth.
It is the truth.
Put in your face.
Exactly.
But these people will continually disagree with you. Just completely fucking lying to everybody.
Yeah.
All right. But anyway, so, I mean, this is what it is. You have to have appealing characters in these games. If you're going to have a game like, I would say, Intergalactic that's coming out, Naughty Dog. Yeah, Naughty Dog's a great studio. I think this could be a fantastic game. The character does not appeal to me. I'm not going to play the game, dude. Like, if I'm going on a space cowboy epic, romping epic, going to different worlds, pretty much being a space outlaw or whatever, space pirate, I don't want to play that character. Like, I just don't want to do it. Like, I'm just not going to play it. But people would say, "Oh, yeah, you're sexist. You're not playing it." Just no, I don't want to play it because the character design is just not fucking appealing.
Man, it's people don't. It boils down to sex. Let me tell you something. Everybody has watched porn in their life. You know what I mean? Who watched ugly women porn? Nobody.
There's always a niche.
Well, there's niche, but I'm just saying.
Niches.
I'm just saying, but like nobody looked in. Nobody ever typed in ugly ass woman. Like, you know what I mean? She's got to be ugly. You know what I mean? Nobody ever did that. I guarantee you can. Nobody does that.
Yeah,
not at all.
There's a niche though for 300 pounds.
Well, there's a niche for everything. but overall.
Yeah. All right. But anyway, yeah. So Western AAA Studios, get your shit together. Get your shit together.